Good day. I'm back with mega movie numbers for you all. This is where we run down physical media by the numbers. First, we take a look at the top 20 selling 4Ks of a previous week. I give you my thoughts on every recommendation on those titles. That way, you can make better buying decisions in the future. And of course, we talk about the market share breakdown, where we look at the different disc formats you absolutely love: DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K, see how well they're selling in comparison to one another. And then, of course, we talk about the state of physical media and the future. Where does it go to next? And just have a great time talking them movies. So, first, if you love collecting physical media just like me and being a part of this amazing league of mega film fans, you are in the right spot. Go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. That way, you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics. And leave in the comments below what were your favorite pickups of last week. But let's get into the list of bangers up here. First up, we're going to have Bringing Out the Dead from Paramount. Martin Scorsese titled Nicolas Cage. I've not seen this one yet, but I've heard excellent things. Next up, we got a new one here with Greg Araka's, totally said that wrong, Teen Apocalypse Trilogy, totally effed up, The Doom Generation, Nowhere, from the Criterion Collection. And wow, I guess people are picking it up right before Criterion sale time. They're not even waiting for the discount, so maybe this is a really solid trilogy. I know nothing about it. Let me know what it's about in the comments below. Next up, we got Jaws from Universal. Once again, I feel it's more a summer movie, but I guess people are still picking it up for spooky season. Next up, we got Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, Warner, and I actually really liked this movie. I thought it was fun, high octane action. So I'm gonna have to get that one eventually. It's just too good. Next up, we got a new one here with Village of the Damned from Shout Studios. I believe this is a John Carpenter title. I have not seen this one though, believe it or not. So you guys let me know. Is it one of Carpenter's better movies, or would you put it kind of mid tier or lower end of Carpenter titles? Next up, we got a new one with Friends, the complete series on Warner. I've heard some mixed things about this one. I did do a rant video on it before it came out, talking about why I thought it was overpriced. So if you want to check out that video, definitely look at it in the description below. Or maybe I'll even leave it at the end of this video just to click on right away if you want more information. Next up, we got The Batman from Warner. Once again, people are hearing about the Batman 2 news. It's getting ready for production, I guess, finally, after 800 years later. So people are just prepping for it. All right, next up, we got the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Wow, what a tongue twister there for some reason. But from Paramount, yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. You know what you get with that one. Bunch of goofy goobers having a good old time. So yeah. Next up, we got the Chronicles of Riddick from Arrow and Universal. I heard decent things about this release. It looks kind of cool with that front cover. I just don't remember the movie being one of my favorite movies. So who knows? Maybe I'll collect all the Riddick movies eventually. And next up, we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes from 20th Century. Thought that was an excellent entry into that awesome sci-fi franchise. The next up, we got a new one here with Murder on the Orient Express, the 1974 version from Kino Lorber. I've not seen the older one. I thought the new one was a pretty good mystery thriller. So I'd be curious to check out the old one, see how it compares there. And I believe Kino Cell might still be going on for the fall. A new one here, we got Happiness from Criterion. Don't know anything about this one either, but Criterion sale time is just around the corner. So you guys let me know if you think I like that at all. Next up, we got Horizon and American Saga Chapter 1 Warner. I'm surprised this one is doing so well on physical media. I don't think it did great at the box office by any means. And to me, I just thought it was an okay Western. Next up, we got a new one here. It's Mad Max 5 movie collection from Warner. Actually, I don't have any of the Mad Max movies, so I might need to get that eventually. But is this a continuous franchise where they're going to keep making more entries? Do I want to pick up a half box set right now? I don't know. Next up, we got a new one with Body Double from Sony Pictures. I believe this came out on a steelbook here, and I've heard good things. Haven't seen it yet, but it looks to be like kind of a crime thriller, which I do like that genre, so maybe got to check it out. Next up, we got a new one here with Friday the 13th, 2009 from Warner. I believe this was wasn't it the Arrow edition, if I'm not mistaken? I love the remake of Friday the 13th. I think it's the best horror remake out there, probably. It just does everything right by Friday the 13th standards. I really, really like that one. I think it's very underrated. Next up, we got a new one here with Stardust from Paramount. A fancy smancy steelbook. I was kind of interested in this one, but I didn't jump on it. So I don't know if I missed out there, but I also didn't want to blind buy. So who knows? New one here up next in top three now. So many new titles this week. I love it. We got Despicable Me for Universal, and this movie is freaking awesome if you're into family animation. I thought the Mega Minions were so cool in this movie. I'm a superhero fan, so just to see them mixed with Despicable Me, it was great. So I really like that one. That one was really awesome. Next up, we got a new one here of Long Legs from Decal. This movie I thought was way overhyped in theaters. I thought it was decent, but I just wanted a little bit more. And then by the ending, I'm like, this is getting a little weird for me. So I got to tap out. But our number one new one here, no surprise, Bad Boys Ride or Die from Sony Pictures may be the best Bad Boys movie out there, where it really balances the comedy and the action. I just thought it had a lot of heart to it as well. It was just a super fun action movie. Oh my gosh, that was a great time in theaters. I got to pick up all the Bad Boy movies on 4K eventually. Do they have a whole box set out there for them? You guys will have to let me know that. If not, I might just wait on that. But oh, such a fun, entertaining movie. But some surprises there. So many new titles, so many new 4Ks for that week. Usually we see a mixture of maybe a handful of new titles, and then we get a lot of catalog stuff. Only a handful of catalog right there. We just had a lot of new stuff. So that's great. And from everything, from a lot of different studios, from a lot of different boutique labels, a mixture of slip covers and still books. And that is just so awesome to see. That's a good, healthy mixture right there. So that is fantastic. But now we got to get into that market share breakdown. Let's see, did all these new 4Ks have a major impact in how the market share kind of mixed it up this week? So let's take a look here. Let me get out these home entertainment charts, because we are data driven on this channel, of course. So here, taking a look right now for week ending September 28th, right there. Had a double check. Let's see, 4K is only at 14.7%. Normally I would say that's pretty good, but with so many new 4Ks that came out and were picked up, you would think that would be a boosted up number, maybe around 25%. But once again, 4Ks are just so niche. A lot of people aren't collecting them, especially with the price hikes they've had with inflation recently. I mean, some of these steelbooks are just out of this world expensive. And I just don't know how people can sustain that. It's just, oh my gosh. So I personally wait on a lot of 4Ks now. I wait till we get the deals and discounts and pick them all up in like Prime Day deals and just things like that. So I can still get 4Ks, but at a cheaper price. That's just how I have to do it personally at this point. I mean, we did have 4Ks jump up a little bit, but like I said, not as much I would initially expect from so many new 4Ks coming out. So a little disappointed there. Blu-rays went up a few percent. I like to see Blu-rays more 30% though, so people are still not getting into the high definition formats. I don't fully understand why. I know DVDs will always remain king, but yeah, I mean DVD is still so close to 60%. Just people love them DVDs, and I know it's the cheap option to it. I know it's probably more convenient when you go to a Walmart. You see the majority of movies in the retail space being DVD. I get it. I understand. You see the price, you see the availability. You want to initially go first for that DVD, just the casual collectors out there. But I don't know. What can we do high definition formats? Like, can we make it a cheaper price point? Will that convince people, or will they always go just the cheapest no matter what? Would they even pick up high definition if it was only $1 to a few dollar difference? Like, what is the price sweet point there for people to jump into Blu-rays? And then for even some people, maybe to jump into 4Ks, what would work for most people out there? Or is it just people are used to DVDs, they're going to collect DVDs forever? As simple as that, right? Let's hear your speculation down below. But now let's get in talking about the state of physical media out there. Where does physical media go next? Well, I do love to see a lot of new titles released to the physical media format. out there that is really, really cool. So definitely a ton of titles for collectors to consider and pick up on. I think studios are doing good work here. I think boutique labels are doing great work, especially during the fall season. We got so many sales happening right now, right? We just had Prime Day big deals, and then all these other boutique labels jumping into the sale time with like Kino Lorber and Shout Factory, and just so many other companies just getting in on all the sales right before the holidays start. I mean, I think it's awesome. It's a great way for collectors to stock up their collection at reasonable prices. So I know I've been partaking in the deals myself. And so that's been awesome as just a collecting community. So I think collecting is still going strong. It's not going anywhere. And also with, a recent law passed in California where they got to be more upfront about digital. You're not really owning digital, that you're only buying licensing rights to it. Oh my gosh, I think more people will pivot to actually collecting physical media again. But I broke that all down in a different kind of video. So I will leave that physical media news topic video in the description too if you have not seen that one. Or maybe, right at the end, you can just click on it. But yeah, definitely look into that. So I think physical media might get boosted up just a little bit, but maybe that's just my hopeful nature. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below, where do you think physical media goes to next? Why is DVD still king? And just what's going to happen in 5 to 10 years from now? We got to have a fun time talking the movies down below. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and mega click that like and subscribe. Help that YouTube algorithm out. Turn on the notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media by the numbers video posts, as I like to keep you guys up to date and entertained every single week on this channel. And have a great day talking, watching the movies. Feel free to share this video out so we continue to grow that amazing community out there. Of course, you love this physical media topic. Mega smash the next video right now. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.